for us, helps push the algorithm. Leave a comment. How does the sound? How does the picture look? I see people do lives all the time, and it's literally like they have Vaseline over their screen. I don't know how that could even possibly be, that they're not looking at their picture, but it is. So let us know, how does our picture look? We can discuss whatever you want to discuss tonight. Here's some of the product that finished up later in the day today. We have zippered knife pouches, black, toxic thread, OD, Typhon, royal blue, purple, black, red edge tape. Zippered knife pouches, Typhon, Fupa danglers. OD black butt packs were done yesterday. OD butt packs were also done yesterday. Tool pods, these are awesome. You can put whatever you want in here. Art supplies, tools, screwdrivers, wrenches. Woodland modular spin mags. I don't know that we've ever made these. These come with a leg strap and a hanger. OD black spent mags. These hold 4 chem lights on the face and pistol mags on the side. Those pistol mags will also hold a Leatherman tool, Surefire light, 550 cord, etc., etc. My phone is hot. I am closing apps, which weird. Knife, watch, portfolio. Holds 4, zips up closed. Tool aprons in Woodland, as well as Typhon red thread. Some more H sets that were done today. 23 online here I see. Hit those thumbs up for us. I only see 15 thumbs ups. Did anybody get shipping information today? Anybody get a tracking number? Anybody's order on here shipped today? How about content? Did anybody see any of our content that we posted up on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube? Anybody see any of the content? What stood out? What piece of content did you see that you thought was funny or educational or of value to you? Bunch of radio pouches out here going, bunch of triples. Another Typhon. Cigar cases, injectable cases out here. Crossbody bags about to run. The stuff where guys are asking for things like, hey, how come you haven't run one of these in 6 months? We tell them send an email, and that's how those things happen. Like the new video with Evan, right? Yeah, that's a good video, wasn't it? Saw a bunch of shorts from Pulling the Thread. Right on, Josh. Chuck Peoples, what's up? Javier, how are you? Got an order in. Thank you for the order, Evan. Sondag, what's up? Received shipment. Anything cool in that box? James F. Tool pods are very useful, Josh. Yoder, what's up? Mark. Easy K. James F. There's some others up there, but it's weird. Facebook or YouTube's not letting me scroll all the way back. Weird. Weird. What's everybody doing this weekend? Anything good happening? We're full speed into these radio pouches and triple pouches. Lots of that shit going. Lots more. I cut another 40 or 50 of the triples today. The kid cut 150 pieces today. The fronts for the radio pouches. Though I don't know where those went. Weird. Lots of sewing. Mr. Landfill, you're doing a lot of sewing this weekend? Is that what you're talking about? What are you sewing, man? Combat Art, what's up? Fixed my oldest daughter's ATV, starting the rebuild on youngest daughter's ATV. Cool, Nate. Very cool. Love your Scully. Give more detail on being left in the desert. We actually have, man. You're seeing little pieces and shorts. If you watch the Pulling the Thread podcast, they come up for free. They're about 4 months behind. If you want to see them a couple weeks behind, more current, you can do the $5 membership, or at the $10 membership, you get them literally a day or two after we record them. You also get more interaction at the higher level if you want to ask questions on those. You join our Patreon for $5. We pull orders, we pull questions out of there. And we've also been recording videos that are only going to Patreon, so there's a little more value there. Something's happening out here on Ghost. These are all radio pouch pieces here. There's a ton of this shit. I don't know where it's at. I had a fucking stack that was like 10 inches tall. Where's all the fucking multicam pieces the kid cut? They were on the 550 cord table.
That I don't know. I thought he gave them to you.
He did. We put them all right over there on the metal cart. I was just there. No. No, people move shit around and put it in a place that I would never fucking look for it. Like we found shit under the table yesterday. Here's some of it right here. Just got moved out of their way. And the kit bag's coming. James F., I don't have a clue, buddy. If you got an order, reply to your order number. If you don't have an order and you would like one, send an email and let me know what you would like. Will the new 308 pouch fit on the end of a split front 308 rig? It will. Yeah, it will. Now, with that said, the end of a 308 split front is about 3 inches, and that mag pouch is 3.5. So yes, it'll totally lace up. And once you put it on your body, it'll fit perfectly. When it's laying on the table, it'll bow up a little bit. But once it's on body, works as it was made. Yeah. Lead on Steel, what's up? Only been listening to member content the past few days. Amazing content, and there's different video series to change that. Yes, there are. Yeah. We recorded a good video today. Amanda and I. Daughter's ballet recital, trimming out windows, moving into new place. Very cool, man. Very cool. Exciting. DJ Guzman, what's up? Finally got everything up and running. Got needles, thread, and some cloth to practice with. Very cool. Vance, what's up? COD, high-speed operator. Yeah, man, they're losing their shit over it, too. If you look at that little short, I think it went live yesterday, here on YouTube, there are some fucking nut jobs, man. One of the kids was, I assume it's a kid. It's probably a fucking grown-ass man with 10 kids he's not paying for. He's like, I just subscribed to this channel. I'm so glad they said out loud what they really think of us. I'm unsubscribing. You may not realize this, but I can click on your profile and see if you're subscribed or not. And of course he wasn't. And then some dude's like, us indigenous persons, we're in a line with Russia and China, and all you white people are right where we want. I'm like, what are you talking about, indigenous persons, you crackhead? Fucking, I've been on this earth longer than you. You're not indigenous. Saw a clip of hordes of people at the Strider booth. Oh yeah, always, man. There's fights. People get trampled. Yeah, it's a mad run when that show opens. And you know, I was flattered to see they were so there's a fucking 100 people that would run to us because we'll always have some show special, which is never a cost advantage. It's always something we just made that was branded with, Strider or Blade Show or something on it, something unique to the show. Mark, what's up? Matt Christopher, hey. I've been trying to show up and sell your Shotgun magazine pouches in Facebook groups, but no commitment. Yeah. No shit, man. Buy 2 or 3. Yeah, send me an email with what you want in there. Saw a clip of hordes. Love the surprise when you found out Evan lived in Nicaragua. All the recent videos make me reassess core beliefs. Yeah, his videos are really good, aren't they? I have a good time with them. SOE box of Fizz arrives tomorrow, Overton. Awesome, man. 8 yards. Hey, did you send that to Overton? Huh?
That's what he's
okay. 8 yards of heavy canvas. But it's a teal. Hey, buddy, get waxed canvas, man, if you want to make something cool. and wax canvas is going to have a heavier hand, right? It's going to be stiffer. It's going to be easier to sew on, especially if you're learning to sew. Soft fabric is not easy to sew on. I think that's part of why we used to back everything up double layer, because it was just easier to, control on the machine. And there's a huge market for wax canvas. When you start, like, really, I should be building shit in wax canvas because we would catch a whole different audience. Scott, hey, so what's up, buddy? Colors do you sell the most of? It depends what it is, man. If believe me, man, if we're building it, it's fucking selling. We don't build shit that doesn't sell. You can always get it. You pay 3 times as much for it. There is always a dude that will pay any price to have it quickly or to have it unique. When we put new items up on the website, we put them on typically in like multicam black and woodland, depending on what the product is. And then we also will put a custom order option, which usually costs 30-40% more. So you can order whatever weird shit you want. And that's how these got here, right? This wasn't a color option we made. Somebody ordered this. Right now, I mean, woodland sells insane right now. Multicam black is probably number 1. Multicam black red thread is probably number 2. Woodland, and then followed by multicam. That tray I sent you was wax canvas, right on. Yep. Hey, John, sweet crew. $10 for 8 yards at garage sale. We'll use wax canvas once I know it won't be ruining expensive pockets. Tropic is the best color ever. Yeah, it doesn't sell though. I mean, if I build 6 of something in Tropic, it'll sit here for weeks. If I build 60 of something in multicam black, it'll be gone the same night. It does have its use though. Do you have any Rallyman pouches in OD? I don't know. DPM woodland? DPM like the British woodland? OD is at the back of the bus. We were told today, I ordered 3-inch tan webbing that we normally use that I've ordered for fucking 25 years now, and they don't have it. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't have it? Like, you're not carrying it or you're out of it? They're like, no, we're not carrying it anymore. I'm like, okay, well, how much to special order it? OD Rallymans. There's 2 of them here, buddy, but that doesn't mean somebody hasn't already bought them. I mean, but we're running them all. We've been running mag pouches for weeks. We can run some. Dozer, what's up, man? Rallymans in Coyote, I think I got some there. There's 2 here, 2 in Coyote there, and these ones I've got with pistol mag. No, these are patrols. And I mean, I got mag pouches all over up here. There's something under there too. Belt mounts. Arcady, what up? Multicam Tropic is ugly, and Max Path has bad taste in cam. Oh, I'm with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. Nice looking bag though. Nice looking bag. For Tropic, I have one very lonely toiletry bag there. We run Tropic. Like, if you want some shit out of Tropic, we have it. Just, send an email. 17 hours of work, right on. Smack my fucking head. Why? What's wrong with that? What's that? Like, I do that every day, man. Like, my wife does that every day. Dozer, I assume you're running equipment, but I don't know. What do you do, man? Got 8 mag stacked in OD. Just wanted them to match. Right on. AOR, cool. Multicam black with toxic EDC Highlander for hunting. Yep, that'll work. Highlander works well. I'm always surprised. Well, I'm not surprised. I'm always amazed when dudes are like, hey, do you have this thing? I'm like, we don't. Send an email and we will run some. Do you know what the percentage of that is? Do you know what the percentage of guys that get on here frequently and ask for an item? And I'm like, we don't have it. Send me an email. Do you know what the percentage of those guys that actually sends the email? I'd say it's less than 5%. But they'll be here asking the same thing over and over. Corey Suttles, what's up? I watched the OG video at the old shop with Jake Herman. Yeah, Jacob actually texted me today. He's like, are you here? I'm like, am I where? He's like, are you at Blade Show? I'm like, fuck no, I'm not at Blade Show. Hey, John, will the new NSW take AKs? Yes, Jacob, it will hold AK mags. Yeah, it holds AK. Yeah, Mookie's well, man. Mookie's good. He lives in Florida. High Candela heads, yeah. There's some flex. Dude, I've got a flashlight sitting in my drawer that's $1,600. It's 3 inches long. Look up Deadwood Customs, Matt. You like the finer things. Check out Deadwood's. Video of Dean Scully showing OG rigs you built were really, yeah, that rig he's wearing is 28 years old. 28 years old. Brandel did the math on that. There's some crazy comments in that video too already. If they were going to buy it, they would have sent the email. Yeah, absolutely, Overton. Always, man. Evan's learning that. Evan's learning about that. My boy on here, Combat Art, Andrew, fucking solid dude. Sews gear. I'm friends with him. I fucking tell people about his company. Good dude, right? He just had his first charge off today from PayPal. Somebody disputed. And all his shit's like, we don't have this fucking thing. You're going to pay for this thing. I'm going to build the thing. Then I'm going to ship the thing. And like somebody, he got his first, he's a real boy now. I'm a real boy. Almost out of diapers when that rig was made. Still applicable if you're going to defend the motherland ever. All these guys think some shit's coming. I'm one of them. That's the rig you're going to need. And all these dudes are like, so you don't wear armor? No, dipshit. It fits right over fucking armor. It fits right over armor. JP Ross, what up? Deadwood Customs. Yeah, you'll appreciate it, Matt. You'll understand it. All right, reconnect. Let's go again. Got my first email today asking about status on the pre-order. 1 week in. Yeah, man, yeah. Did you find out who the Ohio... Bob, I can't see the comments either. Hey, Overton, you might know the answer to this. How come on some of the live feeds after the fact we can see the comments that happened during the video and others we cannot see the comments to? The dude that was on here talking about no good people in Ohio. Anybody remember who he is, or are you yourself him and are listening to this? If you hear this, you are the resistance. The chair is against the wall. John has a long mustache. Apple shrub. What's your opinion on arm brace bullshit? It's bullshit. I think that you should be able to have any fucking gun you want. I think that your government should have no fucking say. I think that your constitutional rights are to limit the government and protect you from the government, number one. I think the biggest threat to most people's joy, success, freedom, as well as safety is in fact the government. Do you have any doubts? I mean, was I clear enough there? Do you kind of understand where I stand? Legalize anabolic steroids? You're a grown fucking man. Like, you want to inject bleach into your fucking veins? I don't give a fuck what you do. Not my problem, not my say to regulate you. If you're dumb enough to do dumb shit, do it. If you want to run anabolics, run anabolics. I personally use anabolics and have used a lot of them that I cannot get a prescription for in my younger years. I do not feel any ill, nothing. I don't regret it. I don't wish I hadn't done it. I don't feel any detriment from it. Interview with the EMP guy on Sean Ryan was interesting. Yes. Yeah, 90% to die off. Yeah. You guys can talk. You know the EMP shield guys? You know those dudes know like everything about that shit. You know they work with the Underwriter Laboratories. They work with DIMSA. Like I know the owners of that company. They were there with people from the Pentagon and all these fucking research laboratories and shit. Like you have direct access to those people to have those conversations. Panic Prepper Sucks is a scammer paradise. PP Sucks is a scammer paradise. I don't know what we're talking about, Steve. The Hungry Rabbit Jump, seeking justice. Every American should have the right to a functional tank. Why not? Most people that they're worried about having a tank couldn't even afford to move the tank. Like you could buy a tank easier than relocate the tank. And most people couldn't fuel the fucking thing. What's an Abram tank? An Abram runs what? 1 mile to 7 gallons? Is that, maybe I'm thinking the M60 battle tank. Received a pair of Katanica rain shorts today. They are awesome. I'm wearing a pair right now. Great company. I don't see anything wrong with HGH. No, why should there be? I use HGH. You can get a U.S. prescription for growth hormone. No, they get like 4 miles per gallon. Got it. Turbo, my cat school bus is like 3,000. Good luck working on tank motors. You have a schoolie? That's fucking cool. Jason Barr, what is that? What's really up? 8 gallons to the mile, the turbines. People will say, oh, should criminals have access to nukes? Okay, you're in jail? Probably shouldn't have a firearm. But a lot of the criminals in prison do have weapons. Once you've served your time, though, why can they regulate that, right? Why do they need all these people in jail? They put you in jail because it's slave labor, and when you come out of jail, you are still beholden to them. Got me a short bus. Cheaper to weld sheets of steel to a dozer. Oh, PayPal sucks is what you're saying. PayPal. Cloud Defensive is legit. I own an OG OWL, every version of REIN 3, even their handheld. What are we fucking talking about? We're talking about lights, aren't we? Shorter or lower bit rate, lower quality videos sometime will process faster. John, it's a YouTube processing thing. On average, it takes 3 hours for YouTube to process and publish the live chat replay. Can other people see it, Overton? Or can we only see our own? The feds checked off on comments if you can see them. Evan Dixon, what did you tell the guy asking about the pre-order status? I like to take and when they're like, hey, this 60-inch belt I ordered doesn't fit. I'm a 34-inch waist, but you sent me a 60. I like to take a screenshot and show them that they did in fact order a 60. And the default on the drop-down menu is actually 26 inches. So not only did you scroll past that 34, but you went to the fucking bottom of the stack and clicked that. And then at checkout, you had to verify your order. And then we also sent you an email that said what you had ordered, and you could have logged in. And on every page of my belts, it says in a complete different font, in a complete different color, in a text that's 4 sizes bigger than all the other text. Order a belt the same size as the tag in your jeans. If the tag in your pants says 32 inches, you need a 32-inch belt, and so on. That's literally what it says on every belt page. Hunter Biden photos are demons. The smoke is ectoplasm. Spot on nonviolent offenders should never lose their rights. No, I don't think most violent offenders. Do you know in the state of Texas, you can be on parole or probation in the state of Texas, and the state of Texas says that a man has the right to defend his castle, and you can have a firearm in your house. There are 7 pieces of case law in the state of Texas where people on probation shot and killed bad guys breaking into their houses or had a confrontation in their house. State of Texas ruled justifiable shooting, justifiable homicide. The feds step in the next 24 months, even 36 months, and arrest said persons because the federal law supersedes the state law. We have some inventory. Oh, we have product. I mean, we build stuff all day long, guys. Like, we build this shit. I worked on a sewing machine for probably 4 solid hours out of the day today. Yesterday, I probably sewed at least 8 hours out of the day yesterday. When all these people leave here, I still sew. Like all of these, there were stacks of these. I sewed about 100 of these yesterday. And that's with putting the tabs on them as well as all the Velcro on them. Evan, show up to their house, cancel order, have her make you a sandwich. We should do like Jay and Silent Bob, where we just fly around, and we have a list with us, and we're like, on June 22nd, are you registered as Poop Shoot 27? On June 22nd, you said this about Jay and Silent Bob, and then they just punch that dude in the mouth. M1 Abrams carries 500 gallons of fuel, goes about 265 miles for about 0.6 miles per gallon. Age laws on guns are stupid. Yeah. How come at 17 you can get a waiver and the military will send you to other countries where you possibly will kill people? They will hand you a gun, but you can't go buy a gun until you're 21 or 18 in some states. You can go kill people or get killed, but you can't smoke cigarettes. I don't think you should be smoking cigarettes, but again, not my fucking problem to dictate what you do. The cigarettes aren't the problem. The bullshit they put in the cigarettes are what's the problem. Bro, we have the same taste in movies. Yeah, I watched all that shit, man. Clerks, we lived that shit. My friend Mike and Ed worked at a mobile station. We were up there rollerblading when rollerblades came out. We were playing hockey. We were taping stun guns in cups and running and diving and getting this. We were playing paintball. The cops were fucking always there for something. You can go die for your country at 18, but you can't drink a beer at the end of the day. Yeah, it's fucking insane, man. Not even surprised to be working today. I'm not even supposed to be working today, John. Right on. Can smoke cigarettes, but you can't eat. But you can eat fast food 20 times a day. Yeah, go get you some. Somebody go this week and get some chicken McNuggets. Go to McDonald's, get you a Big Mac and a chicken McNugget. Take it out and put it out in the fucking where you know there's some ants. The ants won't even eat that shit. YouTube's working fine in Cuba, just not able to super chat. Are you in Cuba, Jason Barr? Yeah, Clerks reference. What are you doing?
Looking for that flat pack pattern.
It'll be a 4-inch, 3-inch, 4, 5, and a 6-inch.
Yeah.
Probably in a file folder over here, I would guess. That's where it should be. It also could be, because we used them for promo items, it could be in some of these patterns on the table, and it could also be in this stack up here. It also could be right here, head level right here. Yeah, Deadwood Customs it's good shit, man. In my country, in my county, they're hiring 18-year-olds to be cops, but they can't buy one themselves till 21. Fucking crazy. Leaving McDonald's hamburger out for months still looks like you bought it. Yeah, I've seen all the videos. Notice you're not seeing a push on Impossible meat. An Impossible burger has more estrogen in it than you're supposed to consume in an entire month. You shouldn't consume, oh, here's all those other ones. You shouldn't consume estrogen. Like, you need some estrogen, but you should not be getting estrogen through your diet. Food would make me sick. Eating clean, whole different ice. Send email for kit bag. Right on, James. Notice you're not seeing push. GED, no problem. Tattoo, no problem. Stretched ears, no problem. You can decide you want to get your fucking wiener fucking cut off and sewn to the side of your face at fucking 12 or 13. First Cuban cigar today. Cool. What do I think about all the boycotting going on? It gets their attention. All the people talking about boycotting Target. Yeah, good, right? If it, even if it doesn't do anything to the corporation, it shows other people who are remaining silent that they are not alone. And how many people who are up in arms boycotting Target actually shopped at Target? I don't shop at Target. I'd go to Target maybe twice a year. When we bought shit at Target, I would buy picture frames and like bowls that you'd put little glass marbles and shit in, you know, because I put oddities and shit in them. I bought some cool fucking big ass jars that I put green tree pythons in. When we had a party, I had all these green tree pythons hanging in globes with these LED lights on them, like real baby green tree pythons. And betta fish, right? Because they flare up really big because they look cool sitting on tables. And at Halloween, I buy like dog skeletons, plastic. You know, they have really good Halloween decorations. That's the only shit I ever... There's not a fucking stitch of clothing in Target that I want to fucking wear. We didn't go to Target. MLB just changed their company logo back to normal from the gay flag. Yeah. I don't have a problem with gay people. I've got some people that I consider very important in my life that are gay. I don't care. You know what they're not doing? They're not out there rallying the flag with the transgender shit. They're not. I don't think most of them are. You got some fucking wackos. Half the motherfuckers doing the tranny shit, I don't think they're even tranny. I don't think they're even sucking dicks. I think they're just fucking, it's attention whores. They've probably figured out, like Mulvaney. He's definitely figured out some way to make a fucking insane amount of money off of the stupidity. Still the majority. Most just don't let their opinions known. Here's the other thing, Nathan. Right? All your whack jobs, right? The insane people, right? We used to lock them up in places called asylums. Do any of those people look like they have a job? Do you think they have a job? And if they do you think they're highly paid in their job, or do you think they're like minimum people? Because they are fucking insane. The people that you would consider to be on our side, what do most of those people do? They go to work. They raise a family. Some of them are involved in their communities and churches. They're business owners, right? Where is all my time spent? You're not going to see me out counter-protesting, right? You're never going to see me out in a crowd of people where there's some crazy shit happening. I don't typically go... I have events so big that the people I wish to be able to go see come to my events, right? It's what time is it right now? Probably 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock. Friday night. I've been in this building since fucking 5 o'clock this morning. What am I going to do all weekend? I'm going to stay on this property right here and work on garden shit and work on business shit. We're going to box orders. I'm going to cut material. Amanda is here right now cutting all the fucking promo items for this code from today. So Monday morning, those things will be made, and all the pre-packed boxes, they'll ship out. Like these boxes all sitting right here. They just need the free item. Those things will ship Monday. What do people on our side do? They fucking work. They raise their families. The crazy whack jobs, most of them don't have families. Tom Willis, what's up? Keep in mind, in a motion where indigenous India people are living on government approval reservations, meanwhile California is going to give yeah. Target has been anti-2A for years. Yeah, hey guys, are you aware there's an app called Public Square on your app store? It's Public SQ. Check it out. It's like a box. It's this square box. What that is, it shows all of the businesses in your area that are aligned with your beliefs. So, for instance, during COVID, you put in your zip code in the area, the town you're in, or wherever, or the app will know where you are. And you look up entertainment, food, medical's there, clothing's there, event venue. They've got all kinds of stuff in there, and it's growing rapidly. We had 2 reps from Public Square here at SRF, the SRF before this last time. The CEO, they started in San Diego and founded. He's been on Tim Pool, a bunch of other talk shows and stuff. You can see him. But what it is during the COVID, it would show you the restaurants in your area that were not mandating that their employees take the vaccination, that were not mandating masks, right? Places that are firearms friendly, right? Yes, we're a restaurant. No, we're not saying no firearms. You're welcome to come here and eat, right? People with your beliefs. Spend your money where the people who take your money also believe the things you believe. And that's what Public Square is. Mike Glover and his group, they are domestic terrorists now. Yeah. Disagree with people say companies shouldn't talk politics. I want to know where my money goes. Yeah, those are pussies. They don't want to talk politics because they're concerned they're going to lose part of their customers. Those are pussies. Love how moochers and apple shrub are always asking the person actually doing the stuff, will you take responsibility if it goes wrong? Yes. Looters. They're called looters. That's what I've been referring to them as. Looters. The looters. Yeah, so we can give our money to people who don't hate us. Just like schools. Take your kids out of the fucking government school system. It's not that hard. And imagine if you had a job that you actually liked and believed in, right? Your kids could be where you are. They wouldn't have to be, the reason they sold that whole system, right? That was the whole thing with telling families that to a woman is of no value unless she leaves the house and contributes to the family via money, right? That all started, it started before, but in 1971, we came the rest of the way off of the gold standard, right? And up till 1971, you could put money in your bank and it would actually gain money every year. And in 1971, that changed. So the woman went to work. Well, what happened to your child? Well, they had to go to public school because it was free. People send their kids to the indoctrination systems so that they can go work. Woke butts. When did California turn blue? It used to be a red state. Well, the truth is, it probably still is a red state. They just lie to you. They want you to believe that. But he had it because they keep bringing all these people in. Did you see the video? I sent several of you a video today from a crossing station. All these migrants coming in, and most of them were Chinese. Most of them were Chinese. I sent that video to several of you guys. Gotta go to work so I can pay someone to raise my kids. That's right, Overton. People think Prussia schooling was a homeschool, is what homeschool is too. That's the real issue. Parents homeschooling generally can't provide that, but outside that system, they'd have no issues, problems. I'm not sure what you're saying there. The Prussian school system was designed not to educate kids, it was designed to train kids to move with the bell, go to lunch at a certain time. It was to bring in factory workers and prepare children to work in the factories. David Goggins' video was the best. Yeah, it was the best, man. Best video I've seen today. Got the video of Porterhouse running to Mars. Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it, man? David Goggins. Elon Musk is like, we're finally going to Mars. And he gets off, and he's like, what's that? And David Goggins comes running up. He's like, I've been here for 2 years, bitch.
134 million miles.
I ran 134 million miles. Priorities. My 5 kids were worth private school. Yeah, private school, homeschool, fucking school co-ops, right? You have options. There are options. Here in Cuba, child either goes to public school or parent goes to prison for 15 years. Crazy. What would China do if thousands of Americans were sneaking into their country? Yeah.
They would,
What do you think they do? What do you think they do? What are the Chinese doing with the Uyghurs right now? How is it that you could schedule an appointment right now to go July 1st and get yourself a heart transplant? How could that happen? A heart transplant. And they guarantee 7 organs. Where are they getting 7 hearts to transplant into you? Look up
parts that are typeset to you.
typeset to you. Yeah, because it's the Uyghurs. They're harvesting their organs. I joke with my neighbors that we're going to start to get illegals in the neighborhood in the coming months. I'll be gone by then. Yeah, you have illegals in your neighborhood already. These are different illegals. These are not Mexicans crossing the border to make a living. Yeah, constant adult supervision. We send our children to the government indoctrination camps to be educated by people who hate our way of life. Army called me yesterday. I haven't talked to them in 10 years. What did they say to you? Born in the 70s, raised to go to college, same economic lifestyle as our parents. Yes, I was having that conversation today as well as yesterday. We have this perception of the neighborhood we lived in and the job our parents did. And we went to public school system, and they told us, they laid out these jobs. And if you really wanted to make money and have a prestigious job, what was that? That was doctor or that was lawyer. So you needed to do well in school, and then go to 4 more years of school, and then go to 6 more years of school. You're going to be 35 years old before you really are even to practice the job in the manner that you were trained. And the job field is going to have changed by the time you're able to do the job. And you're going to cap out. You're only going to make so much money there, right? They don't tell you if you start a business, you can work as much as you want and make as much money as you want to make. They don't tell people that. They don't tell you that right now, as a plumber or a handyman, you can make more money than a doctor or a lawyer fucking makes. Now, not the 1%, 2% of the doctors and lawyers, but the average doctor and lawyer, you, as a blue-collar worker getting your hands dirty, have the ability to make 3, 4, 5 times as much money as those other people. They don't tell you that because they can't sell you and lock you into that debt. So in college with people who couldn't form a clear idea, yes, because they're fucking so drugged up and partying, and they're just fucking, they are not performance people. They are follow the fucking other sheep people. Yeah, going to college is idiotic for most tech jobs. Got a call from the Air Force a couple of years ago asking if I was interested in re-enlisting. I'm a 100% disabled vet. They said they could work with me. I'd be 10 years ahead if I didn't waste time in college. Grateful for every warning I get to give to kids. Yeah, man. Like the conversation with your dad, Evan. Overrun in South Carolina. Our kid does online school from Liberty University. Yeah. If you anybody whose kid is in the public school system, look up Acellus Academy. Just take a look at it. Just type in Acellus Academy on YouTube, watch some videos, and just be aware that it exists. I'll work with you, Overton. Yeah, look up medical tourism, guys. Add the word Chinese. There's some crazy shit comes up. James F. Medical tourism.
Do you want to give them the definition so they know what you're talking about?
Do you have the definition?
Well, it's where you go to another country to have some medical procedure.
Yeah, they know what we're talking about. They're on here. Woodland visor covers on the table. No, we've not. I don't think we've made woodland visor covers. I don't think I have woodland elastic. So if we made woodland visor covers, 80% of it would be covered with coyote webbing.
Well, those are knife watch portfolios.
Oh, those are knife watch portfolios, is what you're talking about. They're in the email. Still waiting 3D printed hearts. Sign me up. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I'm always getting extra runs, and the boss never says no. Yep. Tattoos, stretched ears. Don't care. We have 18 Bravo MLS available. What's that pouch? The one I just showed? It's a knife portfolio. It'll hold knives, watches, multi-tools. Anything you want to put in the slot. Just like the high school whore. Veterinarians make an average of $60,000 a year and have a debt of $300,000. Have we got any wallets? Limited. Hey, she's a nice lady. Like prom night. I thought that said porn night. Like porn night. I need a tool roll for your moto. Wallets. Typhon red. Raid. Highlander. Woodland. Woodland Multicam Black. Those are sweet. Ugly ass coyote. Marpat. Nah, I can't get Marpat, man. Haven't been able to get it. Mill stopped running it. Dudes are rolling into town for shotgun class tomorrow. Anybody in Ohio want a shotgun class? It's going to be badass. Does multicam arid sell at all? Yeah, some of it does. Yeah, I like it, man. I like multicam arid. Sells so well, it's sitting right the fuck here because nobody bought it. But yeah, it does in limited numbers. It sells. You know where? You know how it really sells? Put multicam black fucking Velcro and shit on it. Dudes like that. Just glad I finally it's nice outside. Most time, many things to be done and not freeze my balls out. You know where it's warm outside? It's warm fucking right here outside. It's nice out. The fucking bugs are all out right now, though. Right before I got on here at about 8:30, I was outside watering the garden. With the Cam Black gang. We just want pretty gear. She hit 92 in Vegas. Don't eat McDonald's. You probably won't need a Chinese heart. Not always, man. Sometimes that's not what it is. You want the Highlander? We got it right there. It should be on the website. The wallet's 500 or 1,000. Typically they're 500. I do not see any wallets up here that are 1,000. We run 1,000 when we can't get 500, which does happen more and more. So lots of bears. No, I don't have any bears where I live. Looking forward to everything in Tennessee but the bugs. You'll be all right, man. You'll be all right. Toughen up a little bit. You're going to have to get some calluses on your hands. Get some scabs on your knuckles. Soylent Green is people. McDonald's is people. Yeah, I believe that. I believe there's something to that. Have you ever thought of offering classes to people on how to modify their gear? No, because then they got to come in here and break my fucking sewing machines. Listen, you guys that fancy yourselves as sewing or learning to sew, stop modifying fucking gear. You are not, I promise you, there is not a motherfucker out there that will charge you what it is worth to modify gear. The most dangerous thing to your career is cutting existing gear apart to modify it. Don't take just because somebody was fucking dumb enough to buy some piece of shit gear from somebody else other than you, and now they want you to unfuck their problem. Do not fucking modify other gear. We had kids coming in with fucking drag handles ripped off of fucking other people's vests and stuff wanting us to fix it. Why would I do that? I'm going to sew it back onto some shit that's going to rip off again. And then it's going to be your fucking problem. It's cheaper for them to buy a proper rig than to pay me enough to fix their piece of shit. Ticks are crazy this year, man. I don't have a tick problem here, John. We got so many guineas running around. How many hearts would a Chinese man-sized man need? I don't know the answer to that, Everton, but they like it appears to be a real thing. .40-volt Makita Home Depot looks nice, right on. If you run a pump shotgun, get a SOE single point. I like the non-bungee, but the bungee is big sweet. Just had a buddy move to Tennessee. Says he loves it. Hey, James, buddy, I left San Diego, man, for Tennessee. We love it. Love it. Bet you're burning through the pasta and meatballs. Isaac Barrett, what up? If I get a Chinese heart, do I crave takeout all the time? You guys should follow. There's these two South African dudes moved to China and rode around on motorcycles. You should watch some of their videos. You'll see exactly what China's all about. No, you crave communism. I don't think most Chinese crave communism, guys. Just like here. The fucking weirdos and the fucking screaming idiots that people perceive to be the United States, because that's what our mainstream media shows the most of, is a very small fraction of 1%. Most people in China, just like in Russia, right, because of the KGB, right, because of the FSB, because of the CCP, people silently toe that line or say what is needed when they think they're going to be caught, because they will literally put you in a camp or kill you, right? Do you not think the United States is heading that direction? Shanghai, they don't. But the rest of China most certainly does. Most Chinese don't have enough freedom to create anything. Yeah, look when they were rounding up all those people in those apartments and shit. Why didn't somebody sharpen a stick and Jackie Chan their ass? ADV China, great eye-opening channel. Yeah, I like them dudes, man. And they're, now that they're not there in China right now, they're out of China. They're telling the real stories that they couldn't tell. One in 3 people was an informant. Yep. Because they'll take you and threaten your family. Because the Chinese think different, or they don't think. They are just robots. The most of them sisters just got back live, lived there for 5 years. Finished watching a new video of you and Evan from when he was down from Dixon Homesteader meeting. John, you forgot the important sentences. Like, it was fucking awesome, dude. Funny, I had the same talk with someone I haven't seen in a long time today. He's a Bosnian refugee. The real legends are the North Korean defectors. Yeah, there's a North Korean defector and some Chinese defectors that are making the rounds on all the talk shows, on like Sean Ryan's show and stuff. Do you think they will take us out one by one, or will the bottom just drop out at once? Brandon, who are we talking about, right? Are we talking about you and I as U.S. citizens and the government? They're going to take people who are actively outspoken and do things like use the IRS against them. Are you going to see them go after and do gun grab stuff? 1, 2 at a time here and there. High profile cases, they're going to burn your shop down, just like they did, you know, the Branch Davidians or, you know, any of those high profile groups, right? Because they need to do that. Like Branch Davidians, for instance. They invited the news crews in there. They wanted U.S. citizens to see that. You don't think they could have set a perimeter and kept all the video cameras out? They invited those people. They want you to see that, so you are scared to be outspoken. And now, what do? They just fucking put some kiddie porn on your computer and say kiddie porn. Everybody forgets who you were when you're accused of that. Yes, Randy Weaver. I met him several times. Knew his daughter a little bit. Yeonmi Park is North Korean girl. Yeah, that's her. Sean Ryan's show with the North Korean lady was great. Yep. She's been on Tim Pool. She's been all over the place. A girl and her bike. Right on. Social credit score. Your social credit score would be below 0 yet. Radio Made Easy could have stopped Ruby Ridge. Changed my mind. Yeah. For you guys that don't know about Ruby Ridge, watch some of the documentaries out there, right? They snatched that dude up and wanted him to go snitch on somebody else. They had him cut a barrel of a shotgun down below the 18 inches. The ATF had him do that. Like, watch the videos. Japanese barbecue sauce has made chicken good again. Oh, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. Japanese, let me show you what he's talking about. This shit is fucking amazing. Can only listen to Tim Pool for 7. I'm with you, Scott. Want the facts, not in the middle of the fence, but yeah. They hunted him up in a mountain, killed his son and wife after setting him out. Yes, they did. New Waco documentary on Netflix was pro ATF and FBI. Yeah. I was in Lompoc Federal Prison for 22 months with Paul Fada, one of the remaining living Branch Davidians. I played tennis with him every day. Mossad was part of the plot to carry out 9/11. I tend to agree with that. That looks very fucking convincing. What about Building 7? What about the dude that was in Building 7, right? What about that dude? And he was out there being like, I was in the building wasn't falling down, and then somebody fucking rounded him up. Remember? Do you remember that guy? He was a police officer, I believe. The country will split. I think the country's already splitting. And I don't know that that's such a bad thing, man. The only people that are going to have a problem with that is the government. You guys want to see some shit that you haven't thought of, right? All you guys that live out in the country and just homestead and grow your own food. Look up a book series, prepper fiction, right? Look up a book series called The Farm, Behind the Curve. There are 4 episodes. Episode 4 says there's an episode 5, but it's not actually out yet. Worth listening. I actually rather enjoyed it. I was actually disappointed when it was over with. Why Building 7? Because it wasn't falling. It wasn't coming down. They insured it like days before they actually blew it up. It wasn't fucking damaged. He got on there and he's like, so we pulled it. We pulled it as a term for an implosion. It was wired with explosives. Like just look up just type in fucking Building 7 and start going down that rabbit hole. Larry Correia is the author of The Farm. I like the guy that narrates it. I usually look because he's a good narrator. So the book's usually going to be pretty good. If he narrated it, he doesn't really narrate shitty books. So I just find that narrator, Kevin Pierce, and listen to whatever he narrated. Did what you said, eliminated news for over 2 weeks. Really no point in hearing anything I need to if it gets important enough. They will tell you, right? If the asteroid's coming or if the nuclear missiles have launched, believe me, you're going to know. With all the snippets of your life we hear about on these live events, it makes me feel you need to write a book. You have definitely lived a life worth reading about. Scott, here's the deal. I'm busy still living my life. I am terrible about writing. I write down notes and I can't even read my notes. I have the attention span. I'm good for about 3 minutes. If you're in here and you watch me sew, I'll be over there sewing, and I'll get up here to come check an email. While I'm checking an email, I'll put some more water in a cup. While I'm doing that, I'm in the kitchen. I might as well eat an apple. I'm all over the place. I get a ton of shit done, but it's all over the fucking place. Me sitting down and writing a book, not gonna fucking happen. Jody, tell John you... Oh, the combat cock one? I like the idea. People aren't buying the combat cock merchandise, though. It's not funny like it was to guys. Like all the original OGs, they're not there anymore, right? When you looked at all the dudes, look at all the original guys from TAC Response and SOE, right? We had customers, all of our customers were commingled. And a lot of them, it was to the point where they were actually inbred. So that's when we started. When you saw me buy the Toyota trucks and start doing the Overland Expo stuff, how do I market similar product to different environments, right? That's why I started doing that. James had James's customers. And a lot of our customers overlapped. Now, TAC response clients came here, but a lot of my clients didn't go that way. A lot of my clients just weren't dudes that train. They just weren't, right? And now, in bringing in new clientele, you know, going to Overland Expo and stuff like that, every dude with a Jeep or a Toyota or an Overland rig, all of those guys own guns, right? So if we had 1,000 of those people come in, we could convert maybe 5 to 10 to take classes, right? So we infused new blood in. But when you go back 10 years ago, especially social media, because that made everything easy. You didn't have to get on a laptop and go to a website to get in a forum. And we had like the OGs, the original dudes, and there was, you know, a couple thousand of us, right? Like we had a private Facebook group we had 10,000 people in there. Those dudes, most of them, you'll see very common on here. You'll see a dude in the video jump on and be like, hey, I ain't been on here in 6 months. Why? I started a business. You said I should start a business, and you know, you guys pushed me and I started this and I've just been busy, right? The original OG guys, they're not here anymore, right? They're doing their things. The clientele base that used to be at TAC Response is few and far between. Like, they fizzled, they've just gone other places. They're doing other things. So there's not a lot of crossover anymore. People, where we used to do the combat cocks, and we would, I just kept breeding to give you guys more customers. Solomon, how are you, man? Good to see you here. Good to see you. Where's this? Hi, John. Good to see you, my friend. You as well, Solomon. So the combat cock thing, it just doesn't move like it used to. We used to literally run thousands of those a week. We could not build it. It's kind of like the Beanie Baby. It's neat, but when we do merchandise t-shirts with it, like we sneak it in, right? Guys see this, they don't see this. When I do a shirt that's just got the cock on it, they don't sell. They just don't sell. Like combat cocks, man, we used to have huge bins, like 20-gallon bins full of these things. We would have had 50 bins full of combat cocks. Now we've got them sitting here. And actually, a lot of times when guys order them, we have to actually build a small run of them to be able to ship them. It's just kind of fizzled out. Started live at 10 my time. I could never make a 9 p.m. Too busy, right on. Jose at TAC Response. You're describing me, John. Yeah, man. And isn't it better? Isn't it better for you and your family and your people around you now? Pride Month is mixed with Juneteenth month. How about Goonteenth? How about Goon? Goon 2, right? All the black guys are gay. They put it in their thing. Here's my pride flag, right? This is my pride flag. Big and strong flag, right? This is my pride flag. Interesting how things change in what feels like a short combat art. It is, buddy. Think about it, man. CFP 90, right? The Vector pack. Everybody went from the medium rucksack. Soft guys were doing the large rucksack, the large mountain ruck. And then they get the CFP 90, right? That Vector pack. And then it goes back to the large Alice pack. And then there's companies making frames that you can put a large Alice pack on. And then they go to the Bianchi, right? The Gregory UM21. That fucking thing weighed 17 pounds empty with all the bullshit they issued it with. And then it goes back to the large Alice pack. It always ebbs and flows, right? We've spent the last 15, 20 years, everybody moving towards body armor and smaller, sleeker carriage systems because everything was in a vehicle. This fight that's coming up, it ain't going to be in fucking vehicles. We've got dudes from SF units and Navy units right now emailing every week asking about, there's a huge influx in people wanting the Rallyman vest. Different war, different fighting. Don't spend money on things that you don't make, that don't make you money. Yeah. All respect, do SEALs and SF not have social? No, they don't. No, they don't. And the op tempo is so fucking high on the spin up now. Interesting how things change at Tech Response, Pride Month. Just kept breeding. None of my kids coming out of public school can write or read actual cursive. They don't do cursive anymore, man. They don't even teach it. Like I'm not just saying, like they literally don't teach it. They also don't teach about Holocaust. They don't teach World War II. It's like literally a couple paragraphs now. Just have a ghostwriter put it together, just like the hacks in DC. Everybody is selling. I have a few friends that are writers. New York Times bestsellers. CFP 90. I just took mine to Big South Fork last weekend. You should have Jeff bring in some ghillie suit. Richard, we've talked about that. I actually have a ghillie kit in the back that Jeff gave to Cody. I talked about that. Joe Biden must have gotten his 6th booster shot. Yeah, I saw him fall. Looking forward to training at Attack Response. My girl and I will get the trifecta. Nice. Nice. Anybody heard of Instructor Z? Instructor Z, check him out. All our kids do work on iPads for school. Typing is a lost art with talk to text. Yep. Yep. Talk to text don't work where you don't have cell signal, though. At least on my phone, it doesn't. That if you did a short run of Jeff's rig, people would buy it. Yeah. So Jeff's rig, I guess his are sewn on. People don't realize you can accomplish that with the Rallyman vests there's a Rallyman vest sitting right here. Right here. Here's another Coyote modular vest that I'm finishing up. I was literally sewing on this at like 5:30 today. Here's all the pockets going on an LBV Rallyman. Here's the other panel for this, right? I'm building these things. You can accomplish the same thing. You could actually carry more mags on these, depending on your pockets you choose. When I use tank to text, it always autocorrects to something totally unrelated. Yeah, my phone seems to think that I don't want to say fuck, and I say it all the time. Just got your H&K MP5 22. We'll be needing awesome sun gun micro rig. See, Angel wasn't even talking to text, and it corrected him. Government doesn't care about us. Those building something for themselves. Government only goes after those trying to change the status quo. Yes, they will come after me for things that I have already said in the past. You will see the laws where they will make a new law and come after you for something you did years ago that was not illegal at the time and now is. You're already seeing it happen. It's funny because when Austin cuts those shorts up, we get tons and tons of comments. And people are like, this isn't true. When I said, hey, you should look up what Ukraine is actually famous for. The Holodomor, right? Look that up, the Holodomor. They took all the farmer peasants and starved them to death. They literally put a fence around and starved millions of people to the point where they died. They were eating their children, right? People said that didn't happen, right? All these people all over social media are like, that didn't happen. John's really got his tinfoil hat. He reached deep into the rabbit hole. They don't have any idea. And here's the crazier thing. You could just type in Holodomor and find out for yourself that it actually did happen. Those are the normal people that you walk amongst you, right? You want to see what's really around you every day? Go to Walmart when people should be at work and see what's out there, see the zombies. What shirt do I have on? It's my pride flag shirt. I support. Oh no, this is not my pride flag shirt. I support American freedom. I thought I had on my pride flag shirt all day. I guess I don't have on my pride flag shirt. Pretty epic discussion running right now on for Camden classes. Oh, Discord. Cursed with memory. Is 2025 still the date, or are they saying for shit hits fan? Scott, I don't have a clue, man. Fucking you could find, if you spent the time to look, you could find something that says we were gonna die yesterday. You could say something we're gonna die tomorrow. I mean, we were jocked up. I had probably fucking upwards of 50 people in and around my building. Navy guys, Marines, SRT guys for Y2K at my shop. Like, we had all of those guys there. And imagine our surprise when the power didn't go out. Like, we were fucking heavy. Like, we had everything. What happened to monkeypox? That's a good question. Monkeypox was predominantly only in gay men, right? It was predominantly gay men. So the narrative stopped. You don't hear anything more. Billy, thanks for being on the podcast. Thanks for paying attention to it. Supposed to die in 2012. Yeah, Y2K, all kinds, the Mayan calendar. Still have monkeypox sticker. Yeah, I liked it. I thought the monkeypox sticker was pretty good. I wasn't solid on putting it on a shirt. A lot of smart people I follow narrowed in on 2033 more than a couple decades ago and still stand by. Yeah, look at the Deagle report. If you're not familiar with what the Deagle report is, like, look up the Deagle report. Look up the CIA's thing on, fuck, I can't remember what it was. I think it says 2033 also. Stopped when kids and married straight men started coming up with it. Yes, that's exactly what it was. Fuck my life, never mind, Desert Eags. Are you trying to say Deagle? Like the Desert Eagle? No, the Deagle report. Just type in Deagle report. AI robots are vaccinated. 2035 will be living like iRobot. Maybe. I mean, they said we were going to have flying cars. Did the AIDS epidemic disappear right along with the other STDs? So I don't know about that. We were talking about that, right? I don't know. Or maybe it's just so commonplace now. I mean, you can have HIV, right? Okay, so I think the more real question is HIV still around, right? Because what was the protocol for HIV? On HIV, they immediately put you on AZT. When you lost 30% of your body weight, you were considered to have AIDS and not HIV, right? If you lost 30% of your body weight. But they gave you AZT, which is a cancer medication, which causes you to lose 30 to 40% of your body weight. If you look up who was in charge of the AIDS pandemic, okay? Does anybody know who was running the narrative? Who was the voice piece for that? It was Anthony Fauci. Do you think there was some corruption there? Why, when you get cancer, they automatically put you, what do they put you on when you get cancer? Does anybody know? Chemotherapy. How many people take chemotherapy and actually survive after chemotherapy? Does anybody know? Why does chemotherapy cost so much? Where's the fucking switch on this? How the fuck is Magic Johnson still alive? That's right. Fauci created HIV. Quit worrying about when it will happen. Just plan a way to get better and just live your life. Yes, because when it's getting better, right, you can live in a different manner. What would your ultimate, like, if they're like, okay, you have 10 years, right? You got 10 years. Let's say you got 5 years. You got 5 years to get ready because the world's going to change like we're all worried about, right? And you have $100 million in your bank account. Here's $100 million. Go get ready.
That changes everything.
what would your ideal situation look like? What would your first move be? Would you still be working at the job you're working at if you had $100 million, or would you do things differently? I literally made these chemotherapy packs as a pharmacy tech in the IV room. If I get cancer, the first thing I'm going to do is a long fast. My buddy Justin worked with a girl who they told her she had, I think, 4 weeks to live. Right? Go get your affairs in order. You have stage 4, blah, blah, blah cancer, right? She went to Mexico. Mexico City, maybe? And she got coffee enemas.
For detox.
Super detox. She got coffee enemas and did all this other stuff.
Ate nothing but raw fruit.
Nothing but raw fruit. Came back 6 weeks later with no cancer. None. Like they couldn't find it. Even if there's a cure, there's too much. Yeah, of course. They killed people that had the cures. Owen Abrams. 100 mil. I'd just OD. First move, buy a mountain, build a castle. Would you do the castle? Would you, Overton, or is that too high profile? Would you do the castle, or would you do like low profile up top and build into the mountain? Chris Watkins, what's up, buddy? Hey guys, Chris Watkins is running the chainsaw workshop here in 15 days, June 17th. It's going to be fun. If you've never run a chainsaw, it's for you. If you have run a chainsaw, it's for you. If you know everything there is to know about chainsaws, come out. We'll appreciate your presence, and we'll all hang out, and you'll have a great time. We're going to have good food. We're going to hang out here. There's going to be people. Come meet some people, right? And it's not just chainsaws. There's big commercial wood chippers and trucks and all the equipment, right? And then once the tree's down, what do you do with it? Are you going to push it up with some equipment and light it on fire? Do you want the wood to cure and you're going to split it? Once it's split, how do you store your firewood? What's your options for storing your firewood, right? What if you wanted to cut a bunch of wood and sell it, right? What's the best way to handle that wood to where it doesn't take a bunch of hours out of your day? What do you do with the wood? If you got trees, right? We're talking about cutting these trees down. What if you want to make dimensional lumber out of it, right? What if you want to set up some pole barns or be able to use it, right? What kind of sawmill do you use? What are your options for sawmills? Wood splitter. That little $200 hydraulic wood splitter from Tractor Supply, right? What will it actually do? What do you get when you go to a $1,000 wood splitter? Do you need a $7,000 wood splitter that's actually a wood processor? Do you need it? No, you don't. But what does it actually do, right? We're going to have all that shit here to show you. You like orange chainsaws? There's going to be orange chainsaws. You like white chainsaws? They're going to be here too. Blue, red, electric chainsaws, all that shit's going to be here. Come on out, bring all your shit. Come out and hang out. And the registration's online. It's under Chainsaw Workshop. And come on out. Why is ibogaine illegal, but you can get a bottle of Neve medicine for a couple bucks? Stoned thoughts. I'm not sure what we're talking about there, buddy. White chainsaws. Yeah, white chainsaws. Steel. Steel. I bet there'd be no rainbow chainsaws. Probably not. I bet there will be some people that are gay here. And I bet that nobody will give a shit. And I bet there won't be any silly shit. And they'll be right in there just like the fucking rest of us will be. I guess it's not. It's more white than, I guess it's gray. Okay. You know what I mean. No vaccinated chainsaws. I'll bet there won't be any vaccinated persons here. Only problem with the castle needs a supply chain. Well, as most castles, who lives in a castle? The king, right? Who lives down the hill? The peasants. Who produces all the food for the castle? The peasants. It's all right. Just treat your peasants well. Bring your monkeys. Is that... What the fuck's going on out here? Sounds like a bird flying into the door. Weird. Tom Willis, is that you, the monkey guy? I did see your email, man. I did see it. Look at people as food. No more supply chain issues. No burning of peasants. Check. Doctors had given me 3 to 30 days to live in 2016. Still here. Alcoholism induced liver and kidney failure. Changed my ways. Changed my life. Still here. Any medical intervention there, Papa Mike, or was it literally just a change, a lifestyle change? Multicam black tool bags. So Sean, we're low on multicam black right now. We actually built, I think we built multicam black tool bags not long ago out of 1,000 denier Cordura. And we could build some now at 1,000. I'm low on multicam black. And I think we have an order shipping hopefully Monday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. We've got pallets of material that are trucking up that'll be here within a few days once they move. So soon. We can do 1,000 denier tool bags. They're just heavier. The material, it's not as high a resolution as the 500. It's more durable. Not that the 500 is not durable enough. If I was a king, I would either be assassinated in days or heralded for millennia, yeah. And you know who would assassinate you? Somebody close to you. Somebody that you considered that you actually did them well. The downfall is always somebody that you consider having really taken care of. What's up? I don't know how you keep up your energy. It's truly amazing that you can run all day like this on 3 to 4 hours of sleep. Much respect. How old are you, Concrete? How's your test levels look? And keep in mind, right? You see on social media what I put on social media, right? There are weekends where I'll go to bed at 12 o'clock on a Friday night and not get up till noon or even 2 o'clock. And a lot of those times though, I do get up. I'll get up at like 4 or 6, do some shit for a couple hours, and I'm like, I got a pretty close to naked woman in bed. I'm gonna go get back in bed, right? And then she'll get up, because like when I sleep really, really well and have dreams and shit, it's usually when I go back to bed. When I get in bed, I toss and turn, right? And then that's usually what it is. I'll look at the clock and it's like 3:30 and I'm like, fuck it, I'll just get up. And then I'll just start moving, right? I take some stimulants, I get in the gym, I'm good to go. Right now, I'm at the point right now where I could go into a dark room, right where my bed is, and it's fucking probably 60 degrees in there. And I don't have lights on. I won't turn white light on. I've got a wall full of globes. Like I have 3 shelves I've made on the wall, and there's probably 10 globes on each. So there's probably 30 globes that have like, lights inside them, old lit globes. And that's the light in the room. So there's no white light. I'll have a computer and a laptop. I'll have a laptop and a phone and piddle around and go to sleep. I'll probably toss and turn. But right now, I'm at the point where I could slow down and work towards going to sleep. Or I could stay up and I'm going to catch my second wind, and there's no way I'm going to bed by midnight. But a lot of times in the morning, like on Saturday, I'll get up early, work for a few hours or whatever, jump back in bed, and then I'll really sleep. And it's that second sleep where I really get probably the best sleep. I also get a massage once, sometimes twice a week. And when I'm on that massage table, I sleep. Like in that hour and a half massage, I'll turn over at 45 minutes, but I'll sleep. Like, and it'll be like I slept fucking 6, 8, 10 hours during that massage. Funny how a naked woman can get you back in bed mid-morning. That's right, Bob. That's right. Naked woman, nice sheets, cold, dark room. Our bedroom in the apartment upstairs, there's no windows to it. And I can get it down to 50 degrees. Have to fall asleep in my chair in order to go to sleep in my bed, Roger. Haven't had a dream in years. Arcadia, are you Jero sleep optimization, I think is what it's called. Rob has a product. I've still got tons of bottles in it. It's called REM. That one works really well. Swinney Nutrition had something we were selling. I can't remember what it was called. And I would have great dreams, like just fucking really crazy deep dreams. And it's valerian root is the common thing between all of those. It's valerian root. Do you use any, what's that shit called? The weed stuff, CBD oil. Do you use any CBD? If you have any CBD that has like THC in it, right? The gummies or anything, those tend to work. Those I like. It's very rare that I don't get up in the middle of the night after I've been asleep for a couple hours to pee. When I take a sleep, and it's not very often at all. It's very rare that I use any of that stuff. When I do, I sleep all the way through. And like if I take like a CBD infused like peach gummy ring, if I take one of those, I feel like just never really awake the next day. I found the best amount for me is like a quarter of one, and then I sleep really good and actually have dreams and stuff. But if I absolutely like have to be up at 4:30 in the morning, have to be, I can't take any of that shit because I will not be at peak performance the next day, and I'll usually blow past 4:30. I don't have any alarms. There's the only alarm in the apartment goes off at 6 o'clock. I get up at 4:30, and it used to be on the dot. Like I knew when I opened my eyes to see what time it was fucking 4:30. I did that for years. Now, when I look at the clock, it's like 3:30, 3:45. I have to get up because if I don't get up then, I'm not going to get up. Take some glycine. You will definitely dream. From glycine? Isn't that what I have? I have a whole bottle of glycine. That's what's in the non-stim pre-workout that makes you cellular volumized, right? Is it glycine? Glycerin. Glycerin's what I'm thinking of. Like melatonin. What's the other one? There's something that goes with melatonin, makes you sleep really well. What's the other thing with melatonin? No, what's the magnesium? Yeah, magnesium, right? I can't take none of that shit. If I take melatonin, I feel like just like I could take Tylenol PM for some reason. Like Tylenol PM works better than just Benadryl for me. If I take it, I'll sleep just incredibly well, but I feel it the next day. I feel like brain fog the next day. Nothing makes me tired for a day more than 8 hours of sleep. Too much. It goes in cycles, right? If I get 8 hours, it's too much. If I get 6, I'm okay. If I get 8, I need 12, and after 12, I'm okay. My Dodge flying. Aside from that, I just wake up. I wake up for a nightmare. Why was I use THC oil as well. It works great for joint pain. My dreams wake me up. Sometimes. That's called sleep sanitation. Yeah, your lighting, definitely. Turn off your router. There seems to really be something to that. Make your room into a Faraday cage so electromagnetic forces and stuff can't come through. There's a lot of different shit, man. A lot of different shit. Go outside before 9 a.m. and stand or sit and face the sun. Look towards the sun. You don't have to look at the sun. You cannot do this with glasses or sunglasses or a car windshield. You need to physically have your face exposed towards the sunlight for 15 minutes. Try that. It'll reset your circadian rhythm. Are you reporting only 250,000 people applied for free SBR registration? They are reporting that. Yeah, go. Let's see them. Let's see them start rounding up guns. See how that goes, because the people delivering those orders are not the people collecting those things. Yeah, they say less than 1% of the people in California registered their assault rifles. Listening to Wrangler Star shorts on YouTube. Damn, those are intense. Yeah, I love them. I love them. One group wants the guns more than the other. Yeah, they better be worried about getting those fucking bullets from some people. Feds are food, not friends. Yeah, dogs, pigs. Out of how many million? Didn't they say there's like 80 million? Is it 80 million? Somebody correct me. I'm sure somebody knows the number. How many AR-15s during COVID, from 2019 to 2023, how many AR-15s in the state of California were alone? How many were sold in California just in those 4 years? Ground your bed. Yep, there seems to be something to that as well. And when you wake up with a bad dream, right? I'll wake up from some crazy dreams and I'll sit and think about them, right? Because I want to remember them. But if you want to go back to sleep, I'm like, swipe right, swipe, whatever it is, right? Swipe left, swipe left. When I get stuck someplace or I have some thought in my head that is not of benefit to me, I'm like, turn this shit off, right? Especially if I want to go back to bed. I know people use white noise generators. When my friend Justin stays with us here, he's always got a white noise generator. I have tried that because I think that it turns off me thinking in my head and it puts a noise inside my head instead. So it kind of turns my brain off. And it kind of works sometimes, and then other times it doesn't work for me. Like rain sounds or fire sounds, like crackling fireplace, ocean sounds. They do kind of like a lot. There's a lot of shit that works really well, and I'm like, oh, this is the secret sauce. And then after a few times, it doesn't work. I'm like, fuck, okay, that wasn't that. Never bought a round of ammo in Cali since they did the background check on it. Didn't want the paper trail. Scott, buddy, they have the paper trail. They know you have ammo, even though you didn't buy ammo from other stuff, right? Just because you said that here. Like, there's a record of every single thing everybody has ever done anytime there's been an internet. They don't have to know you're doing it. When they want you, they will then assign a team of analysts to go find your crime. But the profiling and algorithms are so great now. Would you be surprised? Okay, you ever been to Walmart, right? At self-checkout? It's almost impossible now not to use self-checkout. Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, any of those places, right? Costco, Sam's Club. Based on the other things you buy, they know who are most likely to own firearms, right? Would you be surprised to know that their scanners know if you're carrying a firearm when you walk in the store and that there is a database of that? Would you be surprised to know that they know everywhere you were in the store because they have facial recognition cameras in all those tilt-up buildings, right? Remember 24, the TV show? They had shit just like that then. Just imagine what they have. Everybody's worried about AI and Chat GPT. That's the free shit they're giving you peasants. Just imagine what the fuck they have. My wife's white noise is my snoring. I fall asleep to 70s porno music. Love it. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to jump off of here. Thank you for hanging out and giving me some great entertainment and some good conversation tonight. We've got a lot of product that we've built this week. Some of it is in the text and email from tonight. Did anybody happen to see any of our content that's gone up this week? Anything stand out to you? What did you think was some of the best content we put out? Did you see our shorts? Do you realize that all of those shorts come from actual podcast and vlog videos that we make? And they are all available under the membership on YouTube. Anybody see any shorts or anything that you just thought were fucking awesome? Sunny was awesome. Yeah, Sunny was. Amanda even said tonight we drove out about 30 minutes and got dinner. And she's like, man, I think you could have just let Sunny talk for 8 hours and had a great podcast. I'm like, yeah, totally. Member meetings, member side is my favorite. Thank you, Combat. I think there's some very good info in those, and I think there's some very actionable info in those. Wiener cover. So you like that you mentioned the Honda? Busy, but it's a good thing. Been watching all the Scully shorts right on. Get in there and read the comments, man. I told Albertson employee that I like to use the checkout versus the self-checkout to secure their cashier job. Chick looked at me and said, oh, I don't care. Yeah, they don't care, man. They don't. They're bare minimum people. They don't care. And if you watch the live we did with John Pugliano on Tuesday, he's like, man, everybody's mad about UBI, Universal Basic Income. He's like, fuck, I'm like, bring it on. Let the non-performers pay them to sit home to get the fuck out of our way. Episode 10, Pulling the Thread. Kitty, so episode 10, Pulling the Thread, is up free for the public. We just recorded episode 28, and 28 will be up probably tomorrow, or if it's not already up, it might even already be up for our members. There's a $1 membership. There's a $5 membership. At $5 membership, you will see like episode 25 or 26. It's a few weeks behind. And at $10 membership, you get the podcast literally a day or two after we record them. So it's current events. The government paid the parents of the kids that got blown up. Billy, I'm not sure what we're talking about. Can I send an email about the 2 OD Rallyman pouches? Scott, you can. Bullshitting with Scully, right on. American Nomad. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I will talk to you guys. We'll do this again tomorrow night. I'm almost every night I'm live at 9 o'clock. Almost always. See you guys. Kids that found the grenade. Billy, I'm not sure what we're talking about. The kids that are we talking about the 2 kids when I was young? There were 2 kids that went to my daycare center, and one of them's name was Corey, and where we live, Tierra Santa was Camp Elliott, right? And it was a mortar range. It was a live ordnance range. The whole fucking place was. And then they put these houses there. And down in the canyons, every time major storms, it would just move ordnance around. And these kids were playing with a mortar, throwing it back and forth, and it exploded and killed 2, if not 3 of them. Is that what we're talking about? Did they pay the family? I don't know if the family got paid. Like, I knew those kids. I don't know if the family got paid, but the military was out there with mine detectors and brush cutting crews, and they were capturing rattlesnakes and relocating them. I mean, like, for years they were out there. Didn't realize monetary choices of membership. Yeah, there are. It just helps us do this, man. I spend more every week than we make in months doing that stuff, right? So Amanda and I sit down. We've got a little studio out there in another building, and we sit down and podcast. And then Scully comes in. I pay Jeff every time he comes in here. I pay Brandel. I pay Austin. So it just, like, the money that you guys help participate in the membership levels, it just helps. Like, we're working towards this making money, but we have not ever made a profit. Like, to be fully upfront with you, I've made $21,000 all together on YouTube in the last 14 years up until today. It's only made $21,000. Just recently in Indiana, found Grandpa's grenade. Wow, I would have just kept it and been quiet. See the LBV video, a ton of stuff that vest will, oh, there's a ton of shit that vest will do. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a great night.